Here's our view of the city. I think it's a pretty good view, honestly. When I tell you this was like the longest travel day of my life, I'm not even exaggerating. So I'm gonna take a nap. Look how cool that is. Looks like a castle. Okay, so we got this place called Din Tai Fung. What would you rate it out of 10?
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Everything just like lacked flavor for some reason. And it's also literally so hot here. I am dying. I feel like I've been sitting in like a bath for too long. That's like the perfect way to describe it. Should have just
and more inspiring flavors.
Not a good food day. Not at all. We're gonna rate this. I would literally rate this like a 5, like a 4.2. But I did get Milani, even though it's like 11 p.m. But I had like an allergic reaction, so I had to take a bunch of Benadryl anyways. So I'm gonna get knocked out. Also, this weather's kind of doing something for my skin. But yeah, I think we're gonna see if there's anything else that's better.
Absolute garbage.
Not sure what that accent is. Guys, I'm literally stuffed. That's like the most I can eat. Sarah, what would you give your salad?
8.5. It was pretty good. Better than yesterday for sure.
Yeah, I would give this like an 8.7 or 8.8. It was literally delicious. Also,
but this hot breeze is not it.
There's a hot breeze and I feel like my body's on fire. Oh, I almost fell. I almost fell. Okay, so I don't think I said this, but we're actually here for a work trip for Sarah. So Sarah just got done doing some work. It's literally like 3:30 and I'm just now about to leave.
So sorry.
I'm just now about to leave because I don't want to go anywhere by myself because I'm kind of scared. But I did go down and get Starbucks, and tell me why my usual $6 drink was $13. Y'all are greedy and
mine was also double.
Yeah, in Vegas they're greedy. But we're about to go to like some cafe or something for brunch. But we never gave our review for Amalfi, which was where we went last night. So what did you think about Amalfi?
Well, I went there last year with Weston, and it was a 10 out of 10 last year, but this year, my steak was not cooked to perfection, unfortunately. It was kind of like crunchy on top, which is not what you want in a steak, and it was a little dry. So that was a little disappointing, but I think the potatoes and the salad were still good, because we did like a 4-course meal where you got like an appetizer, entree, side, and like a salad, or dessert.
Yeah.
So that was good. I think, I don't know, 7 out of 10. Like, the service was pretty good. They're relatively fast.
Yeah.
Definitely overpriced for what it was. But
yeah, I would
still
definitely give it like an 8 because it was like super overpriced. That's why I didn't get the steak. Because to get the steak, it was an extra $25 on top of $80, which is literally insane.
Before tip.
Before tip. So you know.
But my company was paying, so.
Yeah, her company was paying,
fine.
but you know my bank account is hurting. So, anyways, that's our update. forgot to film this one. There were 2 pieces here. It's very fishy though. It's the salmon lover. It's very, very fishy. I don't like I told her that this deep fried one tasted like a chicken nugget, because it does.
On the outside, the inside is all mushy.
I mean, it's like rice and fish, so
I don't like it.
it's not as mushy as like these ones. But the all-you-can-eat sushi is a good idea in theory. It's just that I don't eat that much, and Sarah literally hates it. So not a great idea. You did try 2, which is good. This is the sushi burger. It's kind of crazy. So let's see, it has crispy rice, Korean barbecue, avocado, cooked shrimp, eel, and spicy mayo. What do you think, Sarah?
It's kind of weird, but if you say it's good.
She's so scared of sushi.
Here's Kate eating the sushi burger that has seaweed. Blah. And this was on there as well, the shrimp. It's kind of scary.
Pretty good, but that's very messy. Sarah, what would you give your ramen? Scale 1 to 10. Not my hand shaking. My hand.
7 out of 10. It was solid. Like it was spicy. It was, I don't know, just like, it was fine.
I would give my sushi like an 8. The burger was pretty good. I wish I'd gotten it first because I feel like I ran out of room. Also, I bought a suitcase at the mall because mine's broken because the husband of my brother broke it. So, yeah. Now we're about to just go back to the hotel. And our phones are both either dead or about to die. So we might get kidnapped by the Uber driver. We'll let you know. It's literally like 10 p.m. The whole city is just out and about, and me and Sarah are about to watch a movie and go to sleep. So that's what happens when you don't drink. Also, here's the suitcase that I bought. Pretty cute. I think it was like what, $50 or $60. My other suitcase is literally broken, so I had to get a new one. Cafe Lola, what did you think?
I would give today's drink an 8.5 out of 10. Yesterday was like a 6 out of 10. It was matcha. It tasted like grass. So that was not good.
Yeah, I would give my drink a 6 out of 10. And what about the French toast?
That was like a 7.5.
I would give it like a 7. Wasn't that good? But we're going to Hell's Kitchen tonight. Heaven's Kitchen. Saints. We'll let you guys know what we think. So we have a little selfie room in Glossier. Pretty interesting. It's like super bright. That looks like a quality Caesar salad. Look at that. We're at Ramsay's Kitchen at Haraz. So here's what I ate. Here's what's left of that. That's what Sarah ate. And our review is pending. We'll talk about it when we leave. As a candy person, this is literally my dream. Okay, so we are about to go swimming in our hotel pool. We look a little bit Amish or Mormon, but this is what we wear to swim. So on our way to the pool, and we realized that we forgot to review Gordon Ramsay's restaurant. Oh, what was it? Ramsay's Kitchen.
Yeah.
What was your opinion? What would you rate it?
It was 7 out of 10. It was subpar. It was just, I feel like it was something I could make at home. It was not life-changing food.
Yeah, I feel like it was a 7 as well. I liked my meal a little bit, but it just wasn't anything like super impressive. And for $70, I felt like it needed to be better, like more flavor. Also, he is British, so it's possible that he just doesn't know flavor like Americans do. You know what I'm saying? So the pool ended up being closed. So Sarah had the bright idea to buy a bath bomb and just use the jacuzzi in our hotel room. So they literally look so cute. They've been getting me this whole week because I keep seeing posters and thinking that it's actual like pastries. I think we're gonna get something. Hey guys, so it is about 2.5 weeks later, and I realized that I kind of never concluded this vlog, so there's not like an ending or any sort of conclusion. So I just decided to film a little one for you right now. I sort of left some things out just because, like I've said a million times, I'm just not the best vlogger, and I tried to vlog a lot on this trip, and I still didn't do as good of a job as I could have done. So like I completely left out that we went to the outlet mall the day that I bought that pink suitcase, and I actually bought some clothes, and I should have showed you guys, but I totally forgot. So on the last day, my sister-in-law went to get a massage, and while she was doing that, I like walked around a little bit, and then I got some Mexican food from that restaurant that I showed you guys, and it was probably the best meal that I had the whole week, which is crazy because I feel like Vegas is kind of known for like their food options, but I personally felt like all the Master Chef restaurants were just kind of like gimmicky, and I didn't really feel like the food was like amazing or that it was worth the money that I paid for it. So I was pleasantly surprised with the food from the Mexican restaurant, and Sarah did end up like meeting me. Like I just forgot to vlog that part, but she ended up eating as well. And then we walked around, we got some coffee, and then I sort of had to like rush because, you know, we ended up going to the Hershey store, which I showed you guys, which ended up being like kind of lame. So we were kind of bummed that we went all the way there. And there was some kind of concert going on, so there was so much traffic. It took us a really long time to find an Uber, and then we ended up just using a taxi because the Uber was taking too long. So then I had to rush back to the hotel. And because we had walked to Hershey World, I had to change because we were so sweaty from all the walking that we did. And then I basically had to like rush out and go straight to the airport. And then when I got there, my flight ended up getting delayed for a pretty long time. So that was a real bummer. And then the gate changed. So that was even more like just a lot of stuff going on. And anyways, it was just a lot. I ended up getting myself some dinner from the airport, and it was really good. And I was like, you know, I'm just gonna finish it on the flight, whatever. I get on the plane, I have my own row, as I showed you guys. And the girl next to me also had her own row. So we like dap each other up. We were like, period, we both have our own row. And then this woman who's like in the row in front of the girl that has her own row next to me, she like turns around and looks at me and goes, "Can I sit in your row on the window seat?" And I was like, sure, because I was like, hello. But I was kind of annoyed because I'm like, this is my row. Like, this is my row, but I don't work there. So I was like, sure. And then as soon as she like sits down, she starts like gulping and like burping, and it sounded like she was like throwing up. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm like freaking out because I'm like, what are you doing? And then like all of a sudden, the woman behind me, like as they're like about to start taking off, the woman behind me is like, okay, no, this woman is very sick and like she should not be on this flight. And I was like, thank God for Karens, because this woman is like saving my life. So the flight attendant comes back and she's like, ma'am, are you sick? And the woman's like, no, I'm not sick. I just like spit up a little Pepto-Bismol. I'm not sick though. Okay, first of all, ma'am, you're not a baby. You're not spitting up. You are throwing up. You're not a baby. So the flight attendant's like, okay, we're gonna go back to the gate. And then the people in front of me start complaining. I think they were her friends. They were like, no, we don't need to go back to the gate. Like, she's not sick. And then we just took off and we never went back to the gate. So I was like, hello? So like, as we're taking off, like the woman is still making the noises and she has like this hotel pool towel around her neck and she's using it to like wipe her mouth. And I think she was throwing up into the towel. So I'm like sitting literally like the corner of my seat, like, and my food, mind you, is in the middle seat, like the food that I paid for. So I'm like, okay, great. So like, I'm not eating my food basically is what I'm hearing. So I was really bummed. The woman ended up falling asleep. And then maybe like 30-40 minutes later, she woke up and started doing it again. So the woman behind me started like huffing and puffing and making all this noise. Then she ends up moving her kids to the row next to me with the woman who has the extra seats. And then she like pulls the flight attendant over and like whispers to her. And then the flight attendant like sits down next to me and is like, hey, like, do you want me to move your seat? And I was like, yeah, if you could. And she was like, okay, cool. So she moved me to another seat like far away. And then she ended up throwing my food away for me because I was not about to eat that food and get COVID. But fun fact, since then, I think if that woman did have COVID, she probably did give it to me because my food was tasting like metallic and everything was tasting kind of gross for like a minute. And I'm still kind of recovering. So it's a possibility that that woman did get me sick. But I didn't end up seeing the Karen woman or the sick woman again. So I don't know what ended up happening with that situation. But I did thank the woman who like complained and got me moved basically. But yeah, so it was like a lot of chaos. I didn't end up getting home till like 3 in the morning. And so it was a very chaotic trip and it ended in a chaotic way. I had an allergic reaction. I had to spend all this money on medication while I was there. I bought like $50 worth of cream and like Benadryl. And anyways, it ended up being a lot of fun, but yes, it was a crazy trip. And there's my long conclusion to let you guys know how it ended. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more vlogs, let me know and I'll try to film more. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.